My final project for my immersive STEM. So I decided I wanted to create a project that incorporated in my field of being a first grade special education teacher. We really dive deep into the phonics, foundational, and literacy skills. So I wanted to blend these two to create an immersive experience. The title of my project is called Phonics World Explorers: An Immersive STEM and Literacy Journey. So the overview of my program is that it's an interactive, it's game-based learning module designed for first grade students to build foundational literacy skills through the immersive STEM exploration. This is where students are going to get to engage with the real world environment through the jungle, the ocean, and space. They're also going to be completing phonics and comprehension tasks while using audio and visuals and interactive games. As I mentioned, there are three different environments, and in the jungle, you're going to be exploring the animal life, some camouflage, and biodiversity. In the ocean, you're going to be diving into coral reefs, marine habitats, and adaptations, as well as some ocean animals. Um, in space, you're going to travel through space systems, planets, and moon phases, as well as stars. Each environment includes a story based literacy task, rhyming games, sentence building, and comprehension questions. Um, the learning objectives are that students are going to be able to identify and read high frequency sight words, match the rhyming word pairs, construct simple sentences using digital word tiles, answer comprehension questions from digital stories using a VR headset for the interactive tools, using them appropriately, exploring the science and GSS aligned content through guided discovery. The technologies that are needed for the accessibility of the project are having use of a tablet or a Chromebook. Must have headphones, the microphone, Wi Fi connectivity, the Google Slides for the interactive modules if you don't have a VR headset. The quizzes is the game based assessments at the end, which I'll show you. And then again, optionals if you have a VR headset for the full immersion of it. So in each module, the first module is the jungle, where it's going to be a sight word safari. You click to reveal and read the sight word based off of the pictures around you. So just imagine you have the VR headset, and as you are walking around it, you are able to tap on the actual pictures, and you are able to then tap out the word that you see. The rhyming match challenge, where they're going to drag and drop rhyming words that are associated to each other. Sentence builder, they're going to rearrange those tiles to form a sentence. Again, this is either going to be done through their Chromebook, iPad, or they have that VR headset immersion. So think about having the immersion headset. When you have that, that's where the student is going to take that those tiles, and they're going to be forming them together, and same thing digitally through a Chromebook. They're just going to be dragging together. And then towards the end of this is where they complete and they get a mission complete badge. This is letting them know they have successfully completed the module. In the second module, that's where you enter the ocean. They're going to have a sight word dive. Again, same thing. You're having a VR headset or you're doing this through your tablet. You're going to be having clickable sea creatures revealing the sight words. You'll have a rhyme splash where you're matching the rhyming words with a whale, tail, fish, dish. The sentence reef is building ocean themed sentences like the whale was in the ocean. Then again, towards the end, you get your next badge, which is the Ocean Explorer digital reward. And the last module that's encountered is the space module. This is known as the Sightward Galaxy, where they're going to be immersed into clicking the stars and the planets for the sight words. The rocket rhymes, where they're rhyming words with moon and spoon, star and car. The launchpad sentences are where they're going to be creating these space themed sentences based off of planets and stars. The badge page, which is a galactic reader reward, where this is their final level and that they've mastered the module. The assessment methods are going to include daily teacher check-ins and observational notes, in-game progress tracking through their badges and level completions. There's an end of a module quiz assessment, which I will show you, and sentence writing and short reflections. This is where the student can write their experience of the game and their through their engagement. Okay, this is what I was talking about. There are three different quizzes for the three different modules. The first one is the jungle module, and this is where they'll have five different multiple choice questions. And again, they're all associated based off of what they were exposed to, the sight words, the rhyming, and the sentence forming. That was the jungle one. This one is the ocean module, same type of format. Again, this is just so they are able to check for their understanding. So again, you have the rhyming words, the sight words as well for the space. Once they've completed that, the teacher then can associate their experience, their understanding from the online experience and the quiz, and check for their understanding. Overall, I find that this concept is a great way, not just for to build the foundational skills, but I also feel like this can be the stepping stool to advance for grade levels. So as each grade progresses, the content becomes more difficult in terms of the sight word and the sentence fragments. So, as we're talking more of just the association of word pictures of moons and planets, we can then develop them into the association of the constellations and more in-depth questions regarding how far each planet is to each other and what features are in each planet. So this is kind of a good stepping stool to something that could be implemented long term. Overall, I had a really good experience creating this, and I would have loved to kind of see this in full effect into the VR immersive setting. Thank you so much.